How many have I? Sure.
Oh, we're in the bunker or something.
Yeah, exactly.
So are you down, are you north of our normal room or are you literally like in the basement?
We're in the basement.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been in that room. Hello, Shanoa.
Good morning.
Morning. I think we have everybody here.
Right.
Is Burke on?
Is it hard to maybe for something good?
So growing up, I'm a huge Mets fan.
Okay.
Yeah, which was fun community.
I would imagine it was.
But for my birthday year, I went to the Mets game. My Mets team, so I'm there.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Commissioner
Thanks,
Burke.
Burke.
Just takes you right back.
Great.
Oh, fun.
Looks like we have all current commissioners online, so we'll start here in just under a minute. Right when we hit 9 o'clock.
Yeah, don't want to keep you any longer than necessary.
And he wore a.
Is he on here?
Sean, I
Oh,
apologize. I got your message just now.
Right.
No, that's fine. I think we're good. I just wanted to see if you were attending today.
Yeah.
I think that's Burke.
That's, yeah.
I think
All
the
right,
only, we're missing Yvonne Resendez Gutierrez.
Oh, yes, that's right. And I still haven't met him.
Met him.
So, all right, folks, it's 9 o'clock. We will begin. I hereby call to order the Oregon Government Ethics Commission, 9 o'clock a.m., Friday, September 20th. I think everybody has the agenda in front of them. We actually have a short agenda today. And anyway, we welcome everybody who's attending. Let's take, Commissioner Gutierrez, do I see you online?
Yes, I'm here. Hello.
There we go. Nice to meet you finally. I'm Sean Lindsay, I'm the chair. I've been wanting to meet you, so it's nice to meet you finally.
Nice
So
to
it
meet
looks like we have the full commission here. So with that said, we're in session here, and let's just take a roll call to make sure we know of all the commissioners who are here. Staff, would you mind just doing a quick roll call just to confirm who's here of the commissioners?
Commissioner Mason,
Here.
Commissioner McCauley,
Here.
Commissioner Burke,
Present?
Commissioner Thompson,
Here.
Commissioner Fiska,
Here.
Commissioner Payne,
Here.
Commissioner Resendez Gutierrez,
Here.
Chair Lindsay.
Here. Excellent. Wonderful. Well, folks, like I said, we have a pretty short agenda today. We're starting with the stipulated final orders. Just by way of announcement, Executive Director Myers has conferred with council, and not in this meeting, but in future meetings, if those that are part of the stipulated orders consent, we'll be able to vote on them collectively instead of individually. But because that process hasn't occurred with these stipulated final orders, we'll handle them one at a time. So we're actually gonna hear agenda item number 2 first. Mayor Darby Ayers Flood would like to address us, and I get a message that does not like she's here with us. So let's go ahead and we'll proceed with agenda items 3 through 9. We do not need to have staff comment on that. And then when Mayor Ayers Flood shows up, we'll address her at that time. So Vice Chair Fiscom, do you have a motion for agenda item 3, please?
Yes, I do, Mr. Chair. With regard to agenda item number 3, I hereby move that the commission approve the proposed stipulated final order as the final order in this matter, and that the chairperson be authorized to sign it as such.
Thank you. Commissioners, any comments, concerns, or issues with on the current motion? Seeing none, we'll call for the vote, please.
Commissioner McCauley,
Aye.
Commissioner Burke,
Aye.
Commissioner Thompson,
Aye.
Commissioner Fisco,
Aye.
Commissioner Payne,
Aye.
Commissioner Resendez Gutierrez,
Aye.
Commissioner Mason,
Aye.
Chair Lindsay.
Aye.
Motion passed 7-0.
Vice Chair Fiscum, agenda item 4, please.
Mr. Chair, item number 4, I hereby move that the commission approve the proposed stipulated final order as a final order in this matter and that the chairperson be authorized to sign it as such.
Thank you. Commissioners, any comments? Seeing none, we'll call for the vote, please.
Commissioner Burke,
Aye.
Commissioner Thompson,
Aye.
Commissioner Fisco,
Aye.
Commissioner Payne,
Aye.
Commissioner Resendez Gutierrez,
Aye.
Commissioner Mason,
Aye.
Commissioner McCauley,
Aye.
Chair Lindsay.
Aye.
Motion passed 8-0.
Vice Chair Fiscum.
Mr. Chair, item number 5, I hereby move that the commission approve the proposed stipulated final order as the final order in this matter and that the chairperson be authorized to sign it as such.
Thank you. Commissioners, seeing no comments, we'll call for the vote.
Aye.
Commissioner Fisco,
Aye.
Commissioner Payne,
Aye.
Commissioner Resendez Gutierrez,
Aye.
Commissioner Mason,
Aye.
Commissioner McCauley,
Aye.
Commissioner Burke,
Aye.
Chair Lindsay.
Aye.
Motion passed 8-0.
Vice Chair Fiscum.
Mr. Chair, item number 6, I hereby move that the commission approve the proposed stipulated final order as the final order in this matter and that the chairperson be authorized to sign it as such.
Commissioners, any comments? Seeing none, we'll call for the vote.
Aye.
Commissioner Payne,
Aye.
Commissioner Resendez Gutierrez,
Aye.
Commissioner Mason,
Aye.
Commissioner McCauley,
Aye.
Commissioner Burke,
Aye.
Commissioner Thompson,
Aye.
Chair Lindsay.
Aye.
Motion passed 8-0.
Vice Chair Fiscum.
Mr. Chair, item number 7, I hereby move that the commission approve the proposed stipulated final order as a final order in this matter and that the chairperson be authorized to sign it as such.
Thank you. Commissioners, seeing no comments, we'll call for the vote, please.
Commissioner Fisco,
Aye.
Commissioner Payne,
Aye.
Commissioner Resendez Gutierrez,
Aye.
Commissioner Mason,
Aye.
Commissioner McCauley,
Aye.
Commissioner Burke,
Aye.
Commissioner Thompson,
Aye.
Chair Lindsay.
Aye.
Motion passed 8-0.
Vice Chair Fiscum.
Mr. Chair, item number 8 on our agenda, I hereby move that the commission approve the proposed stipulated final order as the final order in this matter and that the chairperson be authorized to sign it as such.
Thank you kindly. Commissioners, seeing no comments, we will call for the vote, please.
Actually, Chair, I
Oh,
need to recuse
yes.
myself from this matter. I realized I have a pending case against Jessica Kampf. I'm amicus, but I think I should recuse myself in this matter.
Thank you, Commissioner Payne. With that said, we'll call for the vote, please.
Commissioner Resendez Gutierrez,
Aye.
Commissioner Mason,
Aye.
Commissioner McCauley,
Aye.
Commissioner Burke,
Aye.
Commissioner Thompson,
Aye.
Commissioner Fisco,
Aye.
Chair Lindsay.
Aye.
Motion passed 7-0.
Mr.
One more.
Chair, item number 9 on our public session agenda, I hereby move that the commission approve the proposed stipulated final order as the final order in this matter and that the chairperson be authorized to sign it as such.
Thank you, sir. Commissioners, any comments? Seeing none, we'll call for the vote.
Ms. Gutierrez,
Aye.
Commissioner Mason,
Aye.
Commissioner McCauley,
Aye.
Commissioner Burke,
Aye.
Commissioner Thompson,
Aye.
Commissioner Fisco,
Aye.
Commissioner Payne,
Aye.
Chair Lindsay.
Aye.
Motion passed 8-0.
Thank you, commissioners and Vice Chair Fiscum. Now we return to agenda item number 2. I understand that Mayor Ayers Flood is still not here. She had requested to be heard on this matter, but is not present. Executive Director Myers, I'm inclined to go ahead unless you go ahead and vote on this matter, unless you have alternative
Yeah,
direction.
yes, Chair. We texted her, we followed up. She's still not here. I think you can proceed.
Thank you. Vice Chair Fiscum, agenda item 2, please.
Mr. Chair, I hereby move that the commission approve the proposed stipulated final order as the final order in this matter, and that the chairperson be authorized to sign it as such pertaining to item 2 on our public session agenda.
Thank you, sir. Commissioners, any comments? Seeing none, we'll call for the vote, please.
Mason,
Aye.
Commissioner McCauley,
Aye.
Commissioner Burke,
Aye.
Commissioner Thompson,
Aye.
Commissioner Fisco,
Aye.
Commissioner Payne,
Aye.
Commissioner Resendez Gutierrez,
Aye.
Chair Lindsay.
Aye.
Motion passed 8-0.
Thank you, commissioners. We're now moving on to the advisory opinion section of our agenda items 10, 11, and 12. Executive Director Myers, I don't think we need to take any action here except just to make the commissioners aware of these advisory opinions. Am I correct?
No, Chair. So first I need to let the commission know we have pulled items 11 and we need to pull items 11 and 12 from the agenda. Those opinions simply aren't ready yet. I'm still messing with them. So we will need to pull those, and I will work to figure out when we can bring those back to the commission. The advisory opinion for item 10, 24-263 needs to be adopted by the commission. I think we have
Correct.
a motion for that. So that opinion, as brief summary, the question that was posed is, in the city of Portland's district coalition system, are the neighborhood associations that report to the coalitions that report to the Office of Civic Life, are they subject to public meetings law? So specifically with respect to this South Burlingame Neighborhood Association, SBNA, we looked at what the city code was, what the operating the O&I standards are, and what the neighborhood association actually does in terms of who counts as a governing body of a public body. And as the opinion notes, the recommended opinion is that based on the facts before the commission, the South Burlingame Neighborhood Association would not qualify as a governing body subject to the public meetings law.
Thank you. Commissioners, any questions that any of you might have for Executive Director Myers? Any comments on the opinion? Seeing none, Vice Chair Fiscum, do you have a motion?
Mr. Chair,
for us?
yes, I do. I will hereby move that the commission approve the advisory opinion as drafted, number 24-263A for Ms. Marie Tyval, dealing with neighborhood associations in the city of Portland.
Thank you, commissioners. Any comments on the motion before us?
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Commissioner Thompson.
just before the vote, I don't think it matters, but for the record, I am a board member of a neighborhood association in Kaiser. So
That's not Portland.
I know, but I'm being super careful. Belt and suspenders, Fiscal. Belt and suspenders.
Okay.
All right, thank you for that. All right, let's call for the vote on Vice Chair Discom's motion, please.
Then Commissioner Mason,
Aye.
Commissioner Macaulay,
Aye.
Commissioner Burke,
Aye.
Commissioner Thompson,
Aye.
Commissioner Fiscum,
Aye.
Commissioner Payne,
Aye.
Commissioner Resendez Gutierrez,
Aye.
Chair Lindsay.
Aye,
Motion passed 8-0.
thank you. Okay, agenda items 11 and 12 are removed from the agenda. We'll address those later as a commission. And we're now moving on to agenda item 13. First of all, we'll hear from Executive Director Myers on that agenda. Also, commissioners, we did receive some comments from Representative Courtney Neron, Representative and former Chair and Commissioner Nathan Sosa, and then also Senator Michael Dembro. So we received those comments. We'll start with Executive Director Myers, and then of course we're happy to address any comments that any of you might have from those legislators. And Executive Director Myers, please.
Thank you, Chair. So Chair, Commissioners, the process for adopting the proposed administrative rules for public meetings law and amending 2 of those rules, the process we went through is set forth in the staff report that I submitted to you. It began way back in April with creating the advisory committees, going through at least 7 meetings with all of those advisory committee members and working on the proposed rules, writing and rewriting and so forth. The commission obviously has had an opportunity to review the proposed rules. We've discussed them both at the public hearing held in August and at the commission meeting in September, on September 13th. The public comment was discussed at the September 13th meeting. The additional legislative comment has been provided to you. With respect to the legislative comment, I have just one notation. Senator Dembro's, a technical notation. Senator Dembro's comment was received after the deadline at 5:07. While a technical reading of the requirements is that deadline is a strict deadline, at the same time, I think it's up to the commission whether it wants to consider his comments as submitted. So specifically with respect to the content and the legislative comments, Senator Dembro's comment appears to focus on that the rules as adopted would prevent public officials from meeting privately and communicating with their fellow governing body members. That is an effect of the statute and judicial law, not an effect of the rules. So that would be my response. The comments from Representatives Neron and Sosa focus primarily on the rule about media attendance at executive sessions, which is OAR 199-050-0050 sub 4. Both Rep. Sosa and Rep. Neron indicate they think that this was not the intent of House Bill 2805 to have the commission address media attendance at an executive session. To that extent, I agree. It may not have been the intent of House Bill 2805, but the truth is we have the authority to write this rule and the authority to adopt rules for executive sessions long before House Bill 2805 was written, and 2805 did not change that authority. And we have the authority to provide advice and hear cases on media attendance at executive sessions. So the other things raised are, as we've previously discussed, that media attendance remotely at executive sessions would endanger public safety and security, expose public officials to harassment, election officials, etc. Primarily, I think, focused on some of the newer provisions in the executive session laws about security and safety issues. I think the existing law is that the media shall be allowed to attend an executive session, other than those where it is specified that they may be denied entry. I think the potential here is a legislative fix if you don't want the media hearing about safety and security systems. That may be something that needs to be addressed through legislation, but that legislation isn't here. And so the proposed rule is that the media may attend in the same manner that anyone else may attend.
Okay. Any additional comments, or is that it? Executive Director
Those,
Myers.
yeah, those are my comments, and I would encourage the commission to ask questions or discuss as needed.
Right. Thank you. Commissioners, now's the time for us to confer about this. Obviously an open session. And I guess the point of this meeting today is to adopt or not adopt those proposed rules. We've talked about them in the past as well, including at our last session, and we've received the comments from these last comments from the legislators as well. Any commissioners like to, I have a few words to say, but I don't want to go first. Any commissioners want to make any comment on that? I see Vice Chair Fiscom, go ahead.
Mr. Chair, thank you. I'm very pleased to yield to you if you'd rather go before me, which is a position you deserve. If you want me to go first, I'm happy to do so.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. I want to express my appreciation on a couple of grounds. First of all, for the fact that our staff has mailed out the information to us in advance of this meeting, which is helpful for us to read that before we arrive at this meeting place. So thank you for that. Thank you, Director Myers, for your comments a few moments ago, because to a certain extent, you may have already answered my questions. And with your indulgence, Mr. Chair, I have 3 questions which I will ask all at the same time, in the belief that it might be helpful to have the answers either again or for the first time on the record. So without referring to individual sentences or quotes in the letters from especially Rep. Sosa and Rep. Neron, I will ask these questions of our executive. In any way, do you think we have exceeded the jurisdiction that we have under Oregon law as we've crafted these rules? That's number 1. Number 2, how would you react to the comments that our actions violate legislative intent, exceeds legislative intent? Maybe the word violation is too strong, but exceeds the intent that 2 legislators see. And then lastly, what concerns, if any, do you have about the idea, as Representative Sosa has expressed, I believe, in his letter, about protecting cybersecurity documentation? I'd be happy to have your answers to any of those or all of those at the same time. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Commissioner Fiscom. So, no, we have not exceeded our jurisdiction. Our jurisdiction to adopt rules for public meeting law or open meeting law in general was provided as part of House Bill 2805. But since I believe 2019, we have had jurisdiction to adopt rules on executive session law 192660. So we had that existing jurisdiction, which has continued, and we have the new jurisdiction to adopt rules for the rest of the public meetings law. So it is, we have not exceeded, it is my opinion, we have not exceeded our jurisdiction. In terms of exceeding the legislative intent, I understand that where they're coming from, because when we had the work groups and worked on House Bill 2805, the focus was on the open meetings law, which is everything in the public meetings law, everything other than 192660, because that had been in our jurisdiction all those years. So I understand that a rule that it talks about the executive sessions would appear to them to be outside of what was discussed in 2805. But that does not mean it is outside of our jurisdiction to adopt such a rule. And then finally, the various concerns about protecting cybersecurity, safety discussions, basically executive session provisions, and I think it's NO and P now. I fully understand, and we had in the Rule Advisory Committee meetings extensive discussions about the concerns of how are we to discuss cybersecurity or the safety programs that a public body is going to engage in when we don't know who might be listening, when a media person who might not really be media could be observing. They could then hack into our systems. I think those are certainly valid concerns, but the law as currently written says the media may attend. And as I previously mentioned, there may be reasons why the legislature may not want media to attend those particular executive session topics because of the safety and cybersecurity issues. But the legislature didn't exclude them from the existing law.
At least not yet.
Not yet.
Thank you. Executive, thank you. Mr. Chair, thank you.
Thank you. Commissioners, any other questions or comments on the proposed
Chair?
rules? Go ahead, Commissioner Thompson.
Thank you. Just real quick, for the record, Susan, I think you hit on this, but I just want to be super clear. Senator Dembro's letter about making it impossible for individual commissioner task force members to have conversations outside of a public meeting. I don't believe that we did that, but I just wanted to put that on the record.
Correct. Commissioner Thompson, none of our rules changed the existing law. It is actually prohibited under the existing law and under the Handy decision for a quorum of a task force sort of subcommittee or any governing body to meet or communicate in private outside of a public meeting on a matter to make a decision or deliberate with each other in private.
And one more question, if I may, Mr. Chair.
Yeah, go ahead.
And then also to the allowing media into executive sessions, public bodies still have the ability to set standards for who they accredit as media into these sessions. Is that correct?
Yes, under the Attorney General opinion that was issued 2014. I don't have the date off the top of it, but the opinion that's extensively discussed who qualifies as media, as a representative news media, of institutional news media, if they are a news media representative not associated with institutional news media, they basically, the opinion said that governing bodies may establish their own processes. So there are plenty who have a pre-certification, an application system so that they can verify the credentials and that they qualify as a representative of news media.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
But
Thank you. Commissioners, any other comments or questions? Seeing none, I'll have a couple comments. Actually, I think that Commissioner Fiscum and Commissioner Thompson really hit on most of my comments. The only additional thing that I would say is, and in due respect to the legislators that wrote some comments on not being the intent, being a former legislator, I think there's plenty of opportunity to clarify and to very much lay out what the intent is in the legislative process. Of course, they obviously have the right and power to override any rules that we make here either. And so our job is to reduce, to do the job that they have tasked us to do. And that is to make these rules and to not be looking over our shoulders if it's unclear and ambiguous. But in this case, I don't think it is that. And I think for that reason, I'll be supporting the adoption of the rule. All right, any other comments? Commissioners, seeing none. Vice Chair Fiscum, do you have some motions for us?
Mr. Chair, yes, I do. And with your indulgence, I have four motions to make, and I will do so in sequence 1 through 4, because I'm so smart. The first motion is I move to adopt the fiscal impact statement as recommended by the commission appointed Rules Advisory Committee on July 29, 2024.
Thank you, Vice Chair Fiscum. Commissioners, any comments on the motion before us? Seeing none, we'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Thompson,
Aye.
Commissioner Fiscum,
Aye.
Commissioner Payne,
Aye.
Commissioner Resendez Gutierrez,
Aye.
Commissioner Mason,
Aye.
Commissioner McCauley,
Aye.
Commissioner Burke,
Aye.
Chair Lindsay.
Aye.
Motion passed 8-0.
Chair Fiscum.
Mr. Chair, I move to adopt OAR 199-050-0005, OAR 199-050-0010, OAR 199-050-0015, OAR 199-050-0020, OAR 199-050-0040, OAR 199-050-0050, OAR 199-050-0055, OAR 199-050-0060, OAR 199-050-0065, OAR 199-050-0070, OAR 199-050-0075, OAR 199-050-0080, OAR 199-050-0085, and OAR 199-040-0060 as proposed and written in the September 2024 meeting book.
Well done, Vice Chair Fiscum. You need a drink of water?
Yeah,
Great
I
job.
got it here. I'm good. Thank you.
Chair,
All right,
Chair Lindsay,
commissioners.
Chair Lindsay, could I forgot in my prior comments, I simply want to point out that the last of those, OAR 19904000060. At the September 13th meeting, the commission recommended making some minor technical changes to the language, the removal of vote and the clarification there. Those changes were made at the commission's direction and are reflected in the rules that were sent to you as part of this meeting book.
Excellent. Thank you for making that clear. Commissioners, we have a motion before us. Any comments on the motion? Seeing none. Seeing none, we'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Fiscum,
Aye.
Commissioner Payne,
Aye.
Commissioner Resendez Gutierrez,
Aye.
Commissioner Mason,
Aye.
Yeah, just so you know, we're having a hard, those are of us that are online, we're having a hard time hearing sometimes when you're calling, but go ahead.
Commissioner McCauley,
Aye.
Commissioner Burke,
Aye.
Commissioner Thompson,
Aye.
Chair Lindsay.
Aye.
Motion passed 8-0.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair, I hereby move to amend OAR 19900800015 and OAR 19904000027 as proposed and written in the September 2024 meeting book.
Thank you. Commissioners, any comments on the motion before us? Seeing none, we'll call for the vote.
Chair Lindsay, I just also want to draw to the commission's attention that OAR 199-0400027, again, on September 13th, the commission directed to make some technical changes. This had to do with the language at the end of subsection 1 about compensation is not permitted to be discussed or negotiated in an executive session. The commission discussed at its meeting that we should add the may not be discussed in executive sessions held under subsection A, B, or I. In the rule as proposed in this meeting book, I added the may not be discussed or negotiated in an executive session held under subsection A. The reason I did not include the B or I is that the entire rule only addresses executive sessions held under subsection A.
Thank you. All right, we'll call for the vote on the motion.
Commissioner Fiscum,
Aye.
Commissioner Payne,
Aye.
Commissioner Resendez Gutierrez,
Aye.
Commissioner Mason,
Aye.
Commissioner McCauley,
Aye.
Commissioner Burke,
Aye.
Commissioner Thompson,
Aye.
Chair Lindsay.
Aye.
Motion passed 8-0.
And
Mr.
Mr.
Fiscum,
Chair,
yeah, one
I
more.
hereby move, when you're ready, I hereby move to direct the executive director to cause the rules adopted today to be filed with the Oregon Secretary of State.
Thank you. Commissioners, any comments? Executive directors, any clarification needed?
No, I am prepared to file the rules.
Okay. Thank you. We'll call for the vote, please.
Commissioner Payne,
Aye.
Commissioner Resendez Gutierrez,
Aye.
Commissioner Mason,
Aye.
Commissioner McCauley,
Aye.
Commissioner Burke,
Aye.
Commissioner Thompson,
Aye.
Commissioner Fiscum,
Aye.
Chair Lindsay.
Aye.
Motion passed 8-0.
All right, folks, thank you. We have concluded the agenda for today's meeting. Unless there's something else anybody needs to raise, I wanted to say a couple comments. Seeing none, if you can believe it, 4 years has passed already since I became a commissioner. I can't believe it. 4 years passes so quickly. My term ends in 10 days. So October 1 is when my term expires, and I am not renewing. And it's been just an absolute honor to work with all of you. I think Vice Chair Fiscum and Commissioner Mason have the longer tenure than me, but other than that, I guess I'm number 3 in the list. But it's been an absolute pleasure to work with you. I have very much enjoyed the nonpartisan, apolitical aspect of our jobs. Obviously, all of us are we're political appointees based on party, and obviously Senate Republicans, Senate Democrats, House Republicans, House Democrats, and the governor have appointed us very much based on our political associations. Yet, despite that, we set aside our labels and come here in a nonpartisan, apolitical manner to do the right thing. And that's the highlight of my tenure here and my experience here. And I wish everybody well, and hope that will continue as you proceed forward. I appreciate everything, and wish you well, and we'll call this meeting adjourned.
Thank you, Sean.
Wait.
Sean,
Oh,
I would actually like to make a brief statement about Sean. I've been on the commission. I've been on the commission for a while too. This is my second term, and I will say that I have nothing but admiration for the way that Sean has handled his position as OGEC chair, and it's been a pleasure to work with him. And there have been a lot of fine chairs, but Sean has been as good and competent and efficient as any of them. So thank you very much for your good work, Sean.
That's kind of you. Thank you.
And I also would like to express my appreciation. You've been my chair for the entirety of my position as executive director. We do have a snazzy plaque for you. We forgot to bring it downstairs here, but we will send that to you. And then simply to clarify, under our administrative rules, there are, of course, 2 options. The chair and vice chair could continue even beyond their term if need be until a replacement is appointed. We also, and I understand why you may not want to do that, we have an administrative rule that permits, in the event that the position of chair is vacant, that the vice chair can take over those duties. And then obviously at our December meeting is when all of you will vote for a new chair and vice chair.
Thank you. I appreciate snazzy. That sounds nice. Thank you. And and so that's right. My term ends October 1, and my understanding is Vice Chair Fiscum will then take over the responsibility and is prepared to do that. And then this December, obviously, the commission will vote on new chairs. So thank you all. I'll probably send a nice little email to everybody, and it's been an absolute pleasure. And as I said, the meeting's adjourned. The next meeting is scheduled for Friday, November 1st at 9 a.m., which Vice Chair Fiscum will take over the chair of that meeting. And we wish you very well and have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Sean.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, bye.
Thanks, Sean. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Okay, next